Okay, so in this video, I'll be kind of showing you my Google Ads copywriting script for ChatGPT. I just threw this together today because I was getting really annoyed with ChatGPT, basically outputting some nonsense. I would try to get it to spit out like 100 plus different headlines. It would stop at like 20. It would often not even use the correct character count. It would basically, I'm like, use up to 30 characters, and it would use maybe like 20. And so essentially, I just wrote the script in order to force Google to basically interview me, use all the information about the business in my previous projects. Any calls, I can upload transcripts to the actual project or folder inside ChatGPT. And then basically, Google, or not Google, ChatGPT will go in and basically comb through all that information using the research mode, which I'll just go ahead and open up the canvas. So essentially, it starts in research mode. It asks me like which business will be generating ad copy for, and then once I tell it, it goes in and finds all the information it already has about the business. If it doesn't have enough, it then asks me to provide more relevant details, such as any onboarding documents or call transcripts. And once I upload those, then it goes through and starts interviewing me. It tries to answer some questions as well, specifically about the business. So down here we've got some like required interview questions that it has to ask me, or it has to answer it itself. It then will output that information and kind of tell me, hey, this is the information I found. Is this correct? There's also some additional like deep dive questions if I really want to narrow down on a specific niche, making sure that it asks the correct questions in order to generate really compelling copy. And then once it does that, it goes through and follows these very specific outlines of like how the type of categories I want it to output, the type of headlines, the number of headlines that I want it to output, headline length, all that sort of thing. And it does it for long headlines and descriptions, so you can use it for your PMAX campaigns and any other campaign type as well. You could probably throw it in here and do the 40 character limit if you needed to for demand gen or the display campaigns, but wasn't really worried about that right now. And then essentially, once it does that, it'll output all that information. So kind of show you how it works. We'll go into one of these businesses, go ahead and throw in, just paste, basically just have to paste the script directly in. Then it's basically just asking me about the specific business. I just tell it. And I've already, in this other list down here, I've already uploaded a ton of like our strategy calls. So the transcripts, I've uploaded those. And then I've also uploaded the onboarding documents where they told me a little bit about their business. And so it knows exactly what I'm talking about when I tell it South River Mortgage. And then, yeah, basically goes through here and tries to pre-fill those interview responses. And so essentially, if you don't have any information on the customer already, it will basically interview you and ask you all these questions. So if you don't have a ton of information about the business, you can give ChatGPT and it will tell you exactly what it needs from you in order to generate the compelling copy. So just kind of going through here, and it asked me for some more information about the business. So we can basically tell it, let's see, what keyword group are we writing for? Let's do reverse mortgage. Then we're going to do we are not targeting specific locations. And sorry, you can skip through this part if this is boring, not relevant. We're also looking for bottom of funnel. So we're targeting people who are ready to convert. And then we don't want it to be cautious because we're not uploading any of this. Then it should just go through and generate all those headlines that we're looking for. And this might take a bit, but as you can see here, it kind of goes through. The big problem that I was having in the past is that it would do a bunch of these like really short, stupid ones that are like maybe 20 characters, and so it's actually outputting more of those longer headlines, as you can see here. And yeah, I'm also forced it to go through and actually answer all of the different types of questions. I mean, out of pocket, it could be better, but you can ask it to expand on any of these categories, go in more depth. If you have any adjustments you want to make, do that. If you want to get access to this script, just comment below. I'll send it over. I don't think I can paste the entire script. There's like 10,000 characters or whatever in it. And so I can't paste it into the description, but if you actually want to get access to it, just comment below and I'll send it right over. But yeah, you pretty much see all here. And then now it does all of the long headlines. And so you're not waiting and telling it, oh, no, keep going, keep going. It will just basically output everything. And now we're pretty much good to go. Now it has the final picks of all the headlines that it thinks will do really well. I'd take ChatGPT with a grain of salt when it comes to these things. That's why I have it output so many, so I can pick the best ones. But if you really don't want to go through 160 headlines, understandably so, you can go through and it'll kind of give you the best ones that I think will work the best. So really hope this script helps. Feel free to ask me any questions or expand on it. Let me know some of the changes that you made. That way I can improve it for myself as well. But yeah, appreciate it.